What is an ED remand? How is this different from judicial custody with respect to Arvind Kejriwal's case? And why are both the Rouse Avenue Court and the Delhi High Court hearing arguments around his arrest? Several of our members had sent me emails requesting a video about whatever was happening in the courts in relation to Kejriwal's arrest. So, of course, I had to make a video explaining all the legal jargon that is doing the rounds currently, and that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. So Kejriwal was, as we know, arrested on 21st March in the liquor policy scam case. What this case is about, I'm not going to go into the details in this video, but we've made videos before explaining the case in great detail. So I'm going to add links to those videos in the description of this video. Now, he was arrested and then produced before the magistrate, asking for a custody a day later on 22nd March. This is the law generally. When someone is arrested, they have to be produced before the magistrate within 24 hours of arrest. At that time, the court had granted 6 days custody to the Enforcement Directorate of the ED till 28th March, and then it was further given custody till 1st April. However, on 1st April, ED told the court that it wasn't asking for custody anymore but demanded judicial custody for Kejriwal. Now, let me break it down for you. Now, what is the difference between police or ED custody and judicial custody? Let me break it down for you. Essentially, judicial custody means that the accused has been detained by a judicial magistrate and is lodged in the central or state prison. In judicial custody, the suspect becomes a responsibility of the court essentially. As against this, in police custody, the accused is detained in a police station or a lockup and is in the physical custody of the police. Another important thing is that judicial custody can extend up to 60 or 90 days as a whole depending upon the maximum punishment prescribed for the offence. But under the Code of Criminal Procedure or CRPC, police custody cannot exceed a total of 15 days. So in this case, ED custody means that Kejriwal was in ED's physical custody and was available for questioning at all times. So usually in judicial custody, the police cannot question an accused person without the permission of a judge or a magistrate, but in police custody, no such permission is required. Now on 1st April, ED asked for 15 days judicial custody, asserting that Kejriwal is highly influential and that he may influence witnesses and tamper with the evidence if he is released. So the court remanded Kejriwal to judicial custody till 15th April, which is why he is in Tihar jail right now. As for the hearings before the Delhi High Court, right after his arrest in March, Kejriwal had approached the Delhi High Court challenging his arrest and remand in this case. This challenge is different from Kejriwal's remand proceedings in the trial court, which I have been explaining so far in this video. Now, in the High Court, Kejriwal has contended that the central government was misusing the provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act to create a non-level playing field during the upcoming parliamentary elections. He also said that the central government is trying to skew the electoral process in the favor of the ruling party at the centre, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party or the BJP, which controls the ED through the Ministry of Finance. And he has filed this petition before the High Court under Article 226 of the Constitution, read with Section 482 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Now, Article 226 allows the High Courts to pass orders for enforcing our fundamental rights, among other things. Section 482 of the CRPC allows the High Court to pass any order to prevent abuse of process of court or to secure the ends of justice. These are the phrases that this provision uses. So in his petition before the High Court, Kejriwal has alleged violation of his fundamental rights under Articles 14, 19, 21 and 22 of the Constitution. Just briefly, Article 14 talks about the equality before law. Article 19 talks about different freedoms, including the freedom of speech and expression. Article 21 talks about the right to life and personal liberty, and Article 22 provides for safeguards against arrest and detention in certain cases. So during the hearing on Wednesday on this petition before the High Court, the ED told the Delhi High Court that Kejriwal cannot cite the upcoming Lok Sabha elections or his position as CM to claim any special exception in the money laundering case against him. Using Kejriwal's party's name, Additional Solicitor General S.V. Raju in fact said, and I quote, "Aam Aadmi has to go behind bars if he has committed a crime, but because you are a chief minister, you can't be arrested. You will loot the country, but no one can touch you because the elections are coming. These are the questions that the government raised before the High Court, and the court has now reserved its judgment in this case after hearing both the parties for over 3 hours. But unless the High Court pronounces a judgment on this or sets aside his arrest or his remand, Kejriwal will remain in Tihar jail at least till 15th April, which is what the Rouse Avenue court has, or the trial court has currently ordered. I hope this helps, and I hope this video helped break down the jargon that has been going around with respect to Kejriwal's arrest. Please let me know in the comments section, and thank you so much for watching.